that shit on blast. You got what it takes, put that shit on blast. If fame on the way, put that shit on blast. Make that change today, put that shit on blast. Tired of hearing trash, put that shit on blast. You got what it takes, put that shit on blast. If fame on the way, put that shit on blast. Make that change today, put that shit on blast.
Yeah, it is that time again.
Yeah, what it do, what it do, what it do. Wednesday night. What time is, man? We done been off for a while. I haven't said this in a while. You know, we done been you know, some of us been on cruises. Some of us done, you know, shit that like took a trip around the moon, done all kind of stuff, man. You know,
right?
We've been off for a couple of weeks, but now we coming back with a vengeance, man.
Indeed.
This is on blast, people. What's up, B?
Hey, man. It's good to be in the building. That's all I gotta say. What's the word, Gooch?
I'm pissed off.
You pissed off at, bro?
Yeah, man. I read the run sheet, man. So I didn't see something I liked, man.
Hey, man, it's a whole bunch of stuff to talk about, bro.
No, man.
Our topic today?
No, man.
What?
I ain't with it, man.
Bro?
I know what it is.
I ain't with it, man.
The downfall loss? The, like, DBL segment?
No.
Right.
I know what it is. I know what it is.
What is he talking about? The hot trash?
He saw there's no hot trash for tonight. That's
man.
You done messed up his buzz.
hey, man. You know, some of the time, you know, it just comes a time in every man's life.
Wow.
Where you just got to make a change.
That's
because
right.
Cause it's such a special occasion. But
for that reason, I'm going double twinkie today.
Oh, jeez. Don't be over twinking over here.
You gonna put both of them in your mouth at the same time?
No, not quite.
Oh, okay. I'm just wondering now. I'm just wondering now. You like got me looking at the side eye now. Where that side eye dog at me? Just looking at the side eye now.
Let me see. I gotta scroll that. I'm sure he's somewhere, right?
I'm not sure where you're going with this, but I don't like it.
Yo, man. Yo, this is On Blast every Wednesday night. We are here. We will take that one. Every Wednesday night, we are here to talk about all things entertainment, music, movies, comics, TV shows, sports.
Yeah.
If it's entertainment, we're going to talk about it. And we got a special one today, y'all. We got a special one today. Y'all know what month it is, right?
July.
Month of June.
Hey,
oh,
man.
Lord.
Oh, my goodness. He is already twinked, bro. Already twinked. He's twinking.
It's kicked in.
It is Black Music Month. You know what I'm saying? And in honor of Black Music Month, we're going to hop into the celebration of the 50-year anniversary of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Man.
That's what I'm talking about.
Man. 50 years, bro. 50 years. We've been rocking it 50 years. And I hate to say it, or I like to say it. You know, everyone on this panel here was around when hip hop was invented. We saw how like everything came to be. We saw, you know, the movies, the dancing, the whole b-boy culture. We saw it from afar though, because neither one of us was in New York where it started. So everything had to basically trickle down to us. You know what I'm saying?
That is true.
And because of that, we probably, you know, saw the elements of hip hop a little bit different than, you know, where it actually started, which is cool though. You know what I'm saying? Because that means that from what we saw, we just created our own. we just branched out from that.
Mhm.
So, yeah, man. What y'all think, bro? What mean first off though, tell me, do you guys know what the 4 elements of hip hop is?
Well, we know DJ Gooch is one of them. Me and Rock also had an element of it. We were MCs.
Yep.
Got your pop lockers,
Yep.
B-boys. Yep.
Run it down for us, Brock.
I think it's a graphic there, V,
Oh yeah.
that I posted.
Let's see here. So we got a lot of graphics here.
It's okay.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. Bomb.
Yeah.
There it is.
So, as you may or may not know, hip hop did have 4 elements of it. Right now, we only see it as the MCing, but hip hop was much more than that. It was a culture.
Mhm.
You had the b-boying, which was the pop locking, breakdancing. You had the graffiti. See, we all forget about the graffiti, the tags, the burns. Those were elements of hip hop. Then you had the DJing, okay, and the DJing is basically where all of this started. Everything started from the DJ, and then of course they brought on the MCs. Okay, man. So
we turn the party out.
yeah. So I want to ask you guys right now, what was your first interaction with hip hop?
Shoot. I think African Bambaataa, Planet Rock was probably my first introduction.
Oh yeah.
Salute Sunshine, welcome.
Oh, Sunshine. What's up?
Yes, sir. Planet Rock,
Yeah.
African Bambaataa.
Mm-hmm.
He is one of those founding fathers that came out of those boroughs of New York that basically, they was all just warring. You know what I'm saying? They were all just battling for supremacy. What was yours, Gooch?
For the hip, the hop, hip it to the hip of the hip and hop. You don't stop it right into the band. That boogie say up, just the boogie to the rhythm of the boogie to beat.
Mm-hmm.
That Sugar Hill game, bro. Rappers Delight. I gotta say, when Rappers Delight came out, I think we was in the 6th grade, dude. Something like that. It was like 79 or something. That was actually the first album, first 12-inch that I went to go buy and learn the short version, the intermediate version, and the long version.
You had to know it, man.
I knew
the long version.
freaking verse of all of it. And I'm
The long version.
And I was 1,000% intrigued by what the hell was going on. I was like,
Agreed.
L7 if you didn't know all the
that's what I'm saying. I'm like, what in the world? What art form is this? And then when they started showing the movies about it, one of my favorite hip hop movies is Beat Street. Okay,
She was a good one.
Beat Street,
Yes, sir.
yeah. Beat Street was my real introduction to actual hip hop. The elements of it.
Facts.
It had everything. It had DJs. It had pop locking. It had MCing. It had graffiti. It had everything in Beat Street. What was your favorite movie from?
Salute, Carla.
What was your favorite movie from?
Is that crazy, Carla?
Yes, it is.
From back then, Gooch.
Man, I'm gonna have to be with you, man. We couldn't go to Aquarius without looking at B Street. We sneak into that.
Yeah.
We watch something better, sneak into that.
Yep.
Shoot.
What you got, V?
Well, I'm gonna tell you, I was in the Virgin Islands at that time, so that was in the mid '80s, and I got to give it up to Breaking. Breaking was my joint, son.
Breaking.
Let's say,
That's what I meant. I meant breaking. I'm sorry. I meant breaking.
Come on, man. Breaking.
Ozone. Yeah.
Breaking was all that, man.
I'm changing. Yeah, I changed it.
Breaking was it, y'all. I mean, that one, Crush Groove.
Crush Groove. Yeah.
Now the worst one though, y'all. I bet you y'all don't even remember this one.
Wild Style?
No, I don't, man. I forgot all about that one. But no, it was called It was called rapping with like Mario
Van Peebles.
That shit was whacking and whack, bro.
I never saw it.
Man.
Hey, I'm gonna go ahead and say that the Black Coalition is going to we'll go ahead.
Are you ready for the
Thank you.
The rapping was terrible.
You know what I'm saying? She literally got a Jerry curl because
wow.
Yeah.
Word.
Man,
Turbo was fly, man.
Turbo was the hottest pop lock at the time.
Breaking Beat shit, Electric Boogaloo. I did not see Electric Boogaloo.
1 and 2. Man.
Oh, that's right. That's the original of Breaking. That's right.
Yeah.
Electric Boogaloo. Right.
Yeah. Man, but I mean, B Street though, the whole Remo getting like killed in the subway by what was his name? Spit. Yeah. They both down there trying to, battle for tags and burning the trains and everything. And then you got Grandmaster Millie Mel coming up there on the show. Man, come on, bro. Then they had the whole battle cry scene in the like, subway while they were battling and stuff. And the cops were thinking they were fighting. I'm sitting there like, man, New York has got to be the shit. I ain't never been there. Then, I'm thinking that's the way it's supposed to be. I'm like, this is. Yeah. I'm hooked. I'm talking about the whole dog on parachute pants and like everything. The rips and zippers all in the shirt.
Hey,
man.
Rob,
Yes,
let me interrupt you right quick.
Yeah.
One of our famous, the King of Pop, did Beat It.
Yeah.
Off rapping and all the other designs he had was off the rapping scene.
That jacket was a hot number, man. You had that zipper jacket, you was all that.
Red zipper jacket, bro. You was the lick. New York was the shit. Yeah. I'm telling you, man, I was 100% into hip hop at that time, and my love never stopped. But
I got a question for you, Rock, real quick.
Go ahead, bro.
Think of you said you had just said what was the first album you had bought for hip hop?
Yeah.
What was that again?
Sugar Hill Gang
Sugar Hill. Was that yours, Gooch, also?
Man, I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure I had. I try to get everything.
Now I'm gonna tell you, because I was in the Virgin Islands, everything got imported, and believe it or not, the first album I got was friggin' Beastie Boys' License to Kill.
Woo,
License to Ill.
We can get on Beastie Boys now. What up, CJ?
Man. What up, CJ? License to Ill is to this day one of my favorite albums.
As well as should be.
Paul Revere, enough said.
That was record breaking, that man. That's did a song backwards.
Hold up.
A beat backwards.
Rock done fell in the Matrix.
I didn't like him anyway, so I don't know. Yeah, but Beastie Boys put that beat backwards, man.
Word, bro.
Man, the white boys had it going on, man.
But they had the right production crew behind them. I mean, Rick Rubin and Russell Simmons, they made it happen. So they may have been some white boys, but they had a lot of flavor, a lot of soul, man.
That's another thing I don't know if we're gonna hit on is how that particular genre was black owned. We owned that was us, man. Profile Records and Russell Simmons, Def Jam. That was us.
Was it Radio, Miss Carla? That was a dope album.
Oh yeah,
with your own money.
I can't live without my radio.
Word. Yeah.
That was so hard when he came out of the movie.
Word.
My radio, I like it.
So while Rock is getting this thing situated, we're gonna go ahead and go with the blast artist, one of the blast artists for the night, And let me scroll down. Man, we got so much content.
I would like to
here.
see Crazy Caller in that Jerry curl. You got a picture, Crazy Caller? I like to see it.
Post it up. Post it up. So right now, this is my boy Bad Influence with Innocent. Check it out.
Yeah. Fuck you, I'm innocent. Fuck you, I'm innocent. You ain't know? Fuck you, I'm innocent. That's how I feel. What you saying, yo, your honor, sir? No, I promise I'm innocent, shorty walking, yeah, that ass is fat. But I say it's so innocent, shit that I seen, I ain't do it, I'm innocent. Shit that I done, I ain't do it, I'm innocent. Minding my business, that's why I say innocent. Getting my business, you see, I ain't innocent. Play with my demons, I swear they got benefits. Say we from hell, so I guess that we immigrants. Did it is done, you can keep your repentance. Tongue on the mouth like I school with the dentists. You deal with impotence, I deal with vigilance. Only thing I do is give out these sentences. Ain't your existence while hitting from distances. No, I ain't do it. Show me my apprentices. Wife always say I'll be out of my mind. If I am or I'm not, I say that I'm fine. I know I ain't do it if that shit's a crime. No, I stay doing shit that can get me some time. I'm out for my slice of American pie. This woman is good shit, give me a high. Who raised the bar up cause it just ain't that high. I've been reaching new heights like I'm learning to fly. Mix a little of this with a little of that. I be crooked and straight like it came for your back. No, I ain't do it, my name's still intact. My attempts are not valid cause there was no track. Ain't about what you think, what you heard, what you proving. Crash when I burn, I be over there boozing. Physically, mentally, verbal abusing. Only these beats, anyone that you choosing. I'm pleading my innocence, plead my innocence. Though it don't work, I'm still pleading my ignorance. Want me my land like I was indigenous. Whipping and mixing like I knew the chemist since I wasn't there. Ain't show no appearances. Looking for peace if they coming in clearance. Playing, I'm joking, yo, why you so serious? Be on my Eddie shit, also delirious. What you saying, yo, your honor, sir? No, I promise I'm innocent. Shorty walking, yeah, that ass is fat. But I say it's so innocent. Shit that I seen, I ain't do it, I'm innocent. Shit that I done, I ain't do it, I'm innocent. Minding my business, that's why I seem innocent. Getting my business, you see I ain't innocent. All of my business, you see that I'm ignorant. We not the same, so we'll always be different. Dug my own grave, yet I feel I'm still digging it. But if I die, all my music is infinite. Everyone talking, they this and they that. Just know I ain't shit, so you best believe that. This one's out the park, yeah, I'm next up the bat. Not business or fam, then I ain't trying to chat. How can I trust you? I trust no one for real. Already been snake, so I know how it feels. Get caught on my lights, then I'm eating some bill. But no, I ain't do it, it's always the drill. The one thing I know is I really got skills. My bars is immaculate, give you the chill. My name is my name, I be seeking some thrills. Prefer me my weed, you can keep all your pills. Have a little of this, little of that. Without receipts, then it isn't a fact. I never go wrong, my gym stayed in the cap. But can prove that my seeds came up out of my sack. I keep me a nug out of every pack. No medical card had me blowing that smack. Okay, yeah, they got me, they caught me with crack. Last time I got booked, said I'll never go back. I'm innocent, innocent, fuck you, I'm innocent. No face okay, so don't have me act ignorant. Fuck what you think, I ain't sharing your sentiment. Rather be home with my wife, getting intimate. Innocent, innocent, fuck you, I'm innocent. No face okay, so don't have me act ignorant. Fuck what you think, I ain't sharing your sentiment. Rather be home with my wife, getting intimate. What you saying, yo, your honor, sir? No, I promise I'm innocent, shorty walking, yeah, that ass is fat. But I say it's so innocent. Shit that I seen, I ain't do it, I'm innocent. Shit that I done, I ain't doing, I'm innocent. Minding my business, is why I see innocent. Getting my business, you see I ain't innocent. I'm innocent. Fuck you, I'm innocent. I'm innocent. Fuck you, I'm innocent. I'm innocent. I'm innocent.
Once again, that's my man, Bad Influence with Innocent. So Rock is a victim of Spectrum doing Spectrum things. So he'll be back in when he can. So let me ask you this, Gooch. Mm-hmm. Do you remember the first rap concert you've ever been to and who it was?
The first rap concert I remember going to was one that it featured not just one rapper, but back then it was like the children's circuit. They had a whole group of rappers and groups coming in. So the headliner at the time was Houdini and LL Cool J.
Okay.
But they had people like Whistle, shoot, who was at the time? Gosh, it was so many rappers there. They didn't do all their songs, of course. They just did their major hits. But it was like a 3-4 hour thing where they just went back to back, and every DJ it was all about the DJ back then. The rapper was cool, but you had to feature your DJ. So it was like whoever DJ could do the best battle scratches and stuff like that they do nowadays at the time. And that was awesome.
Man, I'm trying to remember. The only concert that comes to mind to me, and it wasn't rap, but it was the R&B artist Sherelle. You remember Sherelle with Sunday Love?
Oh yeah, how does that know that?
I'm still a good big fan of hers, and I remember that. And this is when I was in the Virgin Islands, and she happened to come down to see us natives. So,
while we wait on Rock, let me touch on Rock was gonna he was the engineer of this thing here, people. So we were gonna talk about the history of hip hop. And let me tell you that from what I got it, because I got my notes over here just in case something like this would happen.
All right, go ahead.
Well, DJ Kool Herc got 2 turntables somewhere in the Bronx, man, and did a house party. That's why you get the terminology house party. He put 2 turntables up, and he fixed it up to where he could play music at the same time, blending the music. And that was how we rocked parties at the time. We had, there he is.
DJ Kool Herc
came up with this concept. It was not this blending music and stuff. What did not happen before then.
Right.
It didn't happen. So, and there wasn't no MCs or nothing like that till, DJing is fine, but you got to MCing. Now, another person that I forgot to mention that heavy on my mind was, and I'm gonna get some props to, is these are the breaks.
Yeah.
Curtis Blow. The
breaks on some of that Curtis Blow stuff there, huh? Okay.
No doubt.
Okay. Yeah.
Here he is, the Chief Rocker.
What I miss, bro? What I miss, man? Why my stuff fell out on me.
Not much. We just shared the artist of the week, which was Bad Influence with Innocence. So we just dropped him tonight.
Cool. Oh,
and now we're getting into the roots, the roots of hip hop.
The roots of hip hop. I see that there's some people here that them drop some of their hip hop artists from the 80s there. I see some like Kool Mo D.
Yeah.
I see some audio too. The two of the audio.
Yes, indeed.
Chilling. Y'all, did y'all know though that like Gizmo or the Milk and our girl MC Light are cousins?
I did not know that.
Cousins. Yep. I knew they were related. Didn't know if they were brother, sister, or cousins, but yeah.
Yep. So I don't know if y'all remember the whole Roxanne wars and how big that was.
Oh man.
Yeah. It was absolutely bananas how big Roxanne by UTFO was.
Man, we couldn't wait for the comeback.
We
couldn't wait for the comeback. I noticed you could come back with that. You could come back with this one.
Dude, that one song created like 100-something follow-up songs.
Yes.
Everybody and their mama, especially after Roxanne Shante jumped on there with her impromptu Marley Marl, Roxanne's Revenge.
Yep.
Everybody and their mama came out of the woodworks after that. Untouchable Force Organization. Yeah.
Yes. I used to love UTFO.
Man,
God.
Oh yeah, man.
Kango Kid, educated rapper. Was that Dr.
Ice?
Dr. Ice. And man, come on, bro.
R.I.P. to them brothers.
Yeah, Kango Kid. I think educated rapper is still alive. Educated rapper, Dr. Ice.
I think he passed.
He's the one that died.
Okay.
Dr. Ice and then Mixmaster Ice.
Mixmaster Ice.
Yeah. So speaking of Mixmaster Ice, bro, the DJs. All of this started because of basically 2 DJs. First one was our man DJ Kool Herc, and we do have a picture of him, and he has actually been inducted.
We'll drop it, even though Rock wasn't here when we dropped it. We'll drop it because Rock's here.
He is actually inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
As well he should be.
You know what I'm saying? Him and our man Grandmaster Flash. Put him up there.
We didn't put him up yet, but we'll put him up now.
Yeah, him, Grandmaster Flash, and Africa Bambaataa were like basically the ones in those boroughs that were starting stuff, and it was all because they were rocking, doing the like block parties at the block, at the parks, and everyone was hearing their stuff, and they were the first ones to actually use the break beats, because everyone was like, man, how you just getting just this little bit of the song and you getting it to loop together? And as Goose know back in the day, it wasn't none of the looping shit like we got today, bro.
Nah.
You going back and forward.
You got to work on that one, brother. You work. You got some sweat.
It was exercise.
You have to work. Then you had cutting and scratching. Then they had the, like transforming, which was I love the damn transforming.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
one of the best hip hop songs that was out there from those pioneers was Grandmaster Flash, and as CJ says down here,
the message. That's right. The message. Man,
the message was.
Whatever that is.
That's another one I learned all the way through. Well, I learned a whole bunch of songs all the way through. But man, goodness gracious,
man,
so many. So from that era, okay, I want each of you guys to like name a group, two or more from that era, who you would say is underrated. Because we're not gonna say who's the best from the era, because everyone is gonna probably say like Run DMC or something like that. Who do you think is underrated as a group from the?
Okay. The problem is at that era there were so many groups. Like, I don't know if you guys remember Ultramagnetic MCs.
Oh yeah,
MC
man.
Ultra.
Oh yeah,
that was the days, man. But I have to say, man, UTFO definitely had my heart, man, because every song they dropped, from Roxanne, You Cold Wanna Be With Me, bye.
Oh yeah,
that was the jam. So even Whistle was legit, and they came off with UTFO. So
Whistle, and this is true, and then they went straight R&B.
Exactly.
They weren't the only ones though. They were the first ones that went straight R&B, but they weren't the only ones that went straight R&B.
Right.
I don't think PE was underrated.
Public Enemy?
Public Enemy? They weren't underrated.
I think that Public Enemy was underrated. There's no way possible you think Public Enemy was underrated.
They weren't underrated. But yeah, as far as I can think, it's definitely UTFO was legit. They probably just didn't get enough love that I think that they deserve. Because, man, my whole school year, it was UTFO and nothing.
I am going to pull out one that Gucci and I used to jam to like it wasn't nothing back in the 80s.
What's that?
That was the Boogie Boys.
Oh man!
Oh my God! Now that's underrated group.
Yeah.
Fly Girl?
What? Bro?
Man, people, it was the track alone that was just dope. That I was like, oh, I don't need to hear nothing else.
Yeah.
Fly Girl. Boom, chat. Oh yeah.
As could be, and that means man.
Man.
Did y'all get into though the whole Beastie Boys thing while I was gone?
We did.
No, we didn't.
Into it. So,
we were blown away to the fact that you got kicked out like that.
Give me 30 seconds to give my underrated.
I thought you just said y'all on PE.
No,
that was CJ.
That was CJ.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Who was your most underrated group?
All right, 30 seconds. I'm gonna give it to the ladies of rap, Sequence.
Finesse and Sequence?
No. Sequence. Funk it up, y'all.
Right on up.
It up.
Okay.
Funk it up. Hey.
I looked at a thing online with Cheryl, and she said that she actually came up with the lyrics for what's the group? Sugar Hill. If you listen to the if you listen to the lyrics, they sound just like what they were saying at the time. I'm gonna just say they were underrated.
Well, I'm just gonna let you know most of the rhymes from the Sugar Hill game were I'm just gonna say borrowed, cause you know, Big Bank Hank, his whole thing was like Grandmaster Cass. And if you know Grandmaster Cass, Gooch, do you know what group he was from? Come on, bro. Come on, dude.
I don't remember. I've had
it's
a Twinkie.
the Cold Crush Brothers.
Oh, okay, Cold. I had a Twinkie since then.
The Cold Crush Brothers.
Cold Crush Brothers are underrated.
Yes.
Because they did punk rap.
Punk rap. Yeah.
Nobody, I mean, only the true heads know about punk rap.
Listen to the
punk
beatbox,
rap.
you will hear it.
Exactly.
only the like true hip hop heads would know the rapping Duke.
Oh man, that is classic. That is a classic.
Heck yeah, man.
Sheesh.
But when License to Ill first dropped, and everyone was like, "Oh man, you know these some white boys," blah blah blah. But back then, hip hop wasn't just black, you know, because you know we had already seen, you know, Kraftwerk and Tom Tom Club and all of those European bands that came out with all the break. Literally, they started the break dance, you know, song movement, because Tom Tom Club and Kraftwerk with Numbers and freaking Tour de France.
Tour de France.
Tour de France.
Woo, I can dance out there all night.
Then you got one Gooch. Then you got one named after the planet of the damn Autobots. Cybertron,
yes. Clear.
I'm talking about, man, those were all pop rocking music, and every single one of them was done by European white people. The Art of Noise. Come on, man. With beatbox.
Oh, yeah.
Come on.
Hold up. My man Mantronics.
Man,
He used to drop so many hits. But man.
When License to Ill came out, and we sitting there listening to it, I don't even know if we realized that the rhymes on it were not, you know, all of that. But what Rick Rubin done with those beats, with the you know, with the like guitar and mixing the rock and everything with it, and just their delivery of those rhymes had us going absolutely freaking crazy.
Yes. Yes.
So Rock, let me go ahead and drop. Oh, Kumo D is at the bottom. What's up, Los? Let me go ahead and drop another artist real quick.
Try not to go to
Man, we got a lot of content. Hey, giving out props to one of our freestyling MCs. This is my girl Portamorphic, and this is called On My Mental. It's a freestyle. Check it out.
Gotta open up your mind, yeah, get to elevating. Bitch, I'm lifted, yeah, you know I'm hella gifted, but I am pretty humble with it, I stay quick with it, yeah, I'm on a beat, but you know I don't beat feet when I feel defeated, yeah, these demons screaming inside of you really feed them, dude, like what did I tell you every time you look at the clock, it's 11:11, you could be heaven sent, but you hell-bent on getting this rent, like your lunch money, they bullied you for that too. Now tell me what you gonna do. Yeah, your whole crew fucked you over. Thought you were a soldier, but you know, saint. Bitch, I'm a saint somewhere it is clear, or I wouldn't have the luck that I have. Yeah, but I make my own. You know I don't rely on anybody for much, yeah. But I get the job done when I need it, cause I got the resources and I don't demean the people that hook me up with what I need. Nah, You don't bite the hand that roughly feeds. That's how you bleed. That is how you run. That's just another way to live, like you bought a gun. Yeah. Look at baby, there's a pistol by my bedside. You know I gotta ride, yeah. You know that I ain't fried, but you could try me on for size. Let me emphasize, you could never get between the thighs, yeah. I'm talking about getting in this mind, seeing what you can find. Like look me in my third eye when you talk to me. I demand respect, yes. Putting myself to the fucking test. I ain't saying I'm the best, but I'm better than most, yeah. And I make a great host. Here's a toast to all my haters, cause I know you miss me the most, yeah. It's all love though, it's all gravy, even though you tryna cap ho, yeah. I stay on my grind. It's this peace that I find in between these fucking lines. I'm just a diamond in the rough, yeah. But I stay tough, I stay golden, even when I've had enough. Holding on, not for dear life, but it's cause it's what I wanna do, yeah.
Mark on the beat.
Like you could never pressure me to come through, get me to do some wild shit with you. Let me paint a pretty picture. I could be my biggest enemy or my biggest supporter. Either way, I'm no fucking performer, nah. This is just how I am, in my essence, at my core. And you know this ain't a bore, nah. I do this, I want more. Always fainting, but I'm always dreaming. It's like I'm Lazarus leaning, yeah. Staying on my grind, cause there's so much to find. Gotta take a trip inside my fucking mind. Yeah.
Yes, indeed. That is our girl Portamorphic, and that was her mental freestyle.
Yeah,
Big
we
Los.
heard nothing from my girl in a while, man.
Yeah.
I'm Portamorphic in a while.
We'll see what's up with her. She be around. She be around.
But
all right, so go ahead.
But yo, I'm gonna stay right now with the beginnings of hip hop, and I'm just gonna talk about one of the elements of it that I loved the most, and I still love every time I can see one that's on YouTube or whatever, and that is the DJ battles. Mm-hmm. I don't know if y'all remember the movie Juice, but the best freaking part of that movie was when they was doing the damn DJ battle. I'm sorry. That was off the freaking chain. Okay. Mm-hmm. The like DJs that was starting this stuff back then, we talking about Grandmaster D. We talking about, you know, the incomparable Jam Master J. Mm-hmm. We're talking about Jazzy Jeff, who is still on top of his stuff.
Mm-hmm. No doubt.
The creator, you name it, it was just phenomenal what them girls were able to do with with like two turntables back in the day. So with that though, who is one of y'all? And I'm gonna start with V. Who is one of your favorite battle DJs?
Battle DJs. It's funny, as far as DJs themselves, I still got to give Jazzy Jeff his props because he's like the longest DJ still doing it that I know in my generation. Battle DJs.
I mean,
Kid Capri was impressive.
Kid,
he was very impressive.
Go, bro.
Yeah, he was real impressive.
Really go. Shoot.
What about you, Gooch?
Oh man, that's no question. Jazzy Jeff. when he came, anybody that could race their own scratch, Jazzy Jeff, man. Yeah. Transformers came out. That was it. That was it. Dropped the mic.
He transformed it, bro.
Transforming. Oh man.
If y'all have ever seen Jam Master J live,
Run DMC was another one on that list. Beat.
Oh yeah, I see him. Jam Master J. There we go. Bam.
Man, Peter Piper. If you ever seen this man do Peter Piper live, you would swear that like his hands were made of 14 karat gold and that he had a freaking halo. Because I'm telling you, he was making them damn turntables do things that you did not think turntables were supposed to do. Jazzy Jeff would also do that. Jazzy Jeff is like phenomenal. If we want to take it to the East, if we want to take it to the West Coast, which was like we haven't talked about yet though. Joe Cooley from our boy Ronnie.
Joe Cooley was awesome. Yeah, Joe Cooley. Joe Cooley was tough, boy.
Joe Cooley is on the chain when it comes to some scratch. So near the end or the middle of the 80s, you know, other coasts started to get recognition for their hip hop. You know, but first it started off with straight East Coast.
Straight East Coast.
West Coast got in, and we all know who the first West Coast group to kick that shit down.
NWA.
Okay.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah. All of these brothers right here had their foot on West Coast hip hop from the beginning. So much that the first female group from the West Coast was signed on Ruthless Records. Y'all know who that was?
First female group?
Yep. Yep.
It ain't JJ Fad, is it?
Yes, it is. JJ Fad was signed to Ruthless Records, and they came out on Ruthless Records.
Wow.
Yeah, that was JJ Fad just jamming, fresh and deaf is what that meant. Yeah.
It's JJ Fad and we're here to rock. Those were the days, man.
Yeah. But then the East Coast started, you know, really putting their fingerprint on the hip hop game. You know, Dr. Dre then was already out there with the World Class Record Crew. Him and DJ Yella was like in there doing their thing, and we all remember Surgery.
Dr.
Dre.
Surgery.
We all remember Surgery. We all remember Michelle on that Turn Out the Lights, because we all love the hell out of damn Turn Out the Lights.
Yeah, we did.
We killed that song.
Man, when Eazy-E's independent record came out and sold more than NWA, after him not knowing how to rap at all, we was like, damn. Okay. Easy Does It was the shiznit. Okay.
Oh man, I love that album.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Was that Cruising in the Hood in My 6'4"? Is that how it starts off?
No. That is the song. I'm talking about the whole Eazy-E album.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
So let me ask you this: Why do you think Eazy-E's album did better than NWA's?
That's a good question, but I'm thinking though, because he had the most unique voice on that album. You know,
that is true.
His voice, you know, it was kind of high. It was kind of, you know, whatever. Plus, you know, he was the boss of the damn record label, and people just loved him. You know what I'm saying? So
for me, it was
Michael. What's going on, my man?
But it was the fact that you knew he didn't write his own raps. And
really?
Yeah, he still came across.
Salute Michael Body.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, my birthday. All right, that's what I'm talking about. He was very charismatic, man. He was very charismatic. He didn't hold nothing back. Unapologetic, and it was just funny.
Yeah. But I can't say though, we rocked the living crap out of that NWA album. I think that CD, when it came out, I know it didn't have any grooves on it by the time that they finally finished playing it. Because it
CD
was
or the tape.
Yeah, because it was no way. It was nowhere that like we would roll without actually listening to NWA and hate to say it, but still Straight on the 40.
Yep.
We did it.
Going across the bridge.
And it was all good. It was all good.
That was some crazy times, man.
Man, who you telling, bro? It was some crazy times. Then you had Hammer come out of there. Then you
had boy.
Too Short come out of there. Yeah. Then you had Too Short come out of there. Then you had
Too Short.
E40 come out of there.
E40.
It was a whole host of West Coast, Ice-T. 6 in the morning, police at my door.
Yeah.
Ice-T's OG.
Yeah.
So you had 8 Ball and was it MJG?
That's Memphis.
That's Memphis. Okay.
8 Ball, that's Memphis, baby. Yeah, that's Memphis there. So it really just basically resonated and it hip hop just moved over and it took its own style with every city, every coast, every state. When it hit Dallas and our like groups that was here was like Nemesis. We had Nemesis.
Last night.
We had Ron C. We had
Goldfinger.
Yeah. We had
DOC.
Goldfinger. We ain't gonna get to the DOC yet because DOC is the GOAT,
It's the diggy doc, yo. That's my dude. That is my dude.
Literally though, we even had the most non-southern rapper that come out of here that was the most commercial, but everyone knew that he was from here, and that was Robert Van Winkle, better known as who?
Vanilla Ice.
Who comes.
I used to hang out with a little bit.
Yeah. Goose. I used to tell the story about you and DJ Deshay and about what happened to your turntables.
For another time.
Yeah.
Oh dang. He said, "Oh dang."
Yeah. Yeah, and so then it created what was known as Southern hip hop, but Southern hip hop, we took elements from every other coast. You know what I'm saying? Because we didn't have, that type of accessibility to the New York style, or not even the like LA style. So down south, we created our own style. And what's crazy about it though is Dallas is different from Houston. Houston is different from Memphis.
That's right.
Memphis is different from New Orleans. All of it is different, but we still call it Southern hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Right. I mean, Ghetto Boys. Come on, man.
Ghetto Boys, Rap a Lot Records, baby.
Come on, man.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Mind playing tricks on me.
It was so many artists from like Houston, and like Houston treated their artists so much better than Dallas did. So much better than Dallas.
I still don't understand that.
Yeah. Dallas is fickle as all get out, man. But New Orleans just like came in and just kicked down everything. They was like, shoot, we from New Orleans and we're gonna do things, totally freaking different. So they supported in New Orleans almost as much as they did Houston.
Yeah, they did.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow. That's crazy.
Man. Yeah.
So let's pause for the cause, drop another track, another blast artist. This is my boy True Bars and his homie, I believe it's Nerdy Boy, and this is called Tsunami. This is a dope song.
Nerdy boy. Look, I like to laugh at these niggas, I'm like, ha ha. Tell them what it is, nowadays I'm like, aha. Lot of rappers talking about they make you go bye-bye. How you on your knees praying to the Lord Allah? That's bullshit, nigga. But you niggas tell the truth. You record on laptops, never seen the booth. You still a baby, nigga, I never seen a tooth. Talking about you got a babe, what you mean, roof? Yeah, I'm about to get loose like Breezy. Should've never stepped in me, it ain't easy. Niggas know that I'ma go get a no GZ. Never gonna stop till y'all see me on TV. And TSB is that code name. Blow it up with that propane. Smoke weed, no cocaine. All you rappers is so lame. I am that pro man. Spit rap, no flow same. Oh, you think it's a joke? My team ball like Joe Dan Tsunami. At the top, this is us, nigga. And your team is at the bottom of the bus, nigga.
Fucking with bars, making music is a must, and thus you should've stepped up unless you got the guts, nigga.
Look, lyricist not a rapper, I'm zipping them like a zapper, I preach to them like a pastor.
Yo, if you had to ask, then I would've put it past you when you're rapping, and if you happen to be mad when I rap it a bit faster, then you're sadly mistaken if you're thinking that that was the fastest. Like a banter, fashionably lately could happen to the after party, but the ladder of the rapper starting to look sadder. Better pass the Bacardi to the back of the Cadillac with the sorry little ass trying to prove to somebody that you have it, my nigga do something, my nigga do something. Grab a glass of the volume that is that, crank it up a tad, then get on it and run a lap on the track, ask them on, then run it back and you gotta pass it off like a relay. Replay till it seems straight, then you take it to me, then we take a team break for at least 3 days, cause we wanna make sure that we ain't tripping if we claiming that the beat bang when I speak late on the beat play to the rate. Yo, don't be thanking me, Greg is the one who's to be thanked. He knows he is the beat maker, creator, but all of these haters keep hating on the king of these 808 bases, but I bet we make them deep dope. Choking on our words that make me wonder who got me. Local rappers acting like they be riding in the Bugatti. I can admit that I'm a carver though because I can't afford a new body. But someday you're gonna see my music surfing the web like you're riding on a tsunami. And at the top it'll just be us, nigga. But your team will remain at the bottom because we just sicker.
Niggas know we the realest, and CMG we the trillest. That call me the murder menace. So
look, I get it because I'm badder, potentially causing havoc. When I spit a little bit of shit, I get faster.
Fuck all that rap shit, fuck all that trap shit. Fat nigga with lyricism, I'm bringing back shit. None of you niggas ready. CMG we packing heavy, taking over the city, and my niggas broke the levees. And I'm proud cause all the niggas I fuck with get tough shit, and all my niggas on the road like a bus trip. And we staying on the ground like Harry. Beautiful women that treat me right, I'ma marry it. Lot of niggas chatting about them guns, never carry it. Me and the nerve fighting for the fame, gotta have it. It's sick of your brain at the top, it's just us, nigga. And my team is gonna make it cause it's trust, nigga.
We are a lyrical prodigy, I'm talking about you pausing me. Pardon the lack of the grammar, but I'm after any rapping that bother me.
Look, chop it up like wasabi. My lady is right beside me while I'm sending tsunami.
Zooming like I'm in a Ducati, we booming cause I got you by me. When you listen to us, you won't even have time to say, oh my god,
Tsunami, 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 tsunami.
Oof. Dang, that was fire. I tell you, Nerdy Boy got some words, man. Golly.
Them fools was spitting like crazy. Golly.
So again, shout out to my boy True Bars representing Arizona. I hope to talk to you soon, homie. And yeah, Nerdy Boy, that was Tsunami.
Yeah.
So again, if you are an artist or even an up-and-coming comedian, spoken word poet that would like some exposure, you can go to blastmusic247.com and register for free. That's blastmusic247.com. Changing the industry one artist at a time. Definitely.
Man.
Plenty of artists to check out.
Oh yeah, definitely. That was dope, man.
Damn.
So I mean, just tell me, in your own opinion, since you know, hip hop, especially the like music, has evolved. Where do you think it is now, and where do you think it will be about 10 years from now? I'm gonna start with Gucci.
I think we kind of in a holding pattern, man. I'm waiting on somebody to invent something that everybody can get behind. Right now, it's a lot of sampling. I do think that we will come out of this holding pattern and come up with something that's going to be new and exciting and catch fire. But right now, for me, listen to all the music I'm hearing, the individuality is not as prominent as it used to be.
Valid point.
Yeah.
What you think, B?
I support what Gucci's saying. those that are leaders, we got a lot of followers and not enough leaders. And like hip hoppers back in the day, they demanded dominance. LL Cool J, KRS.
Oh yeah.
There was an ego behind the artists. A lot of them all sound the same now. But again, I don't have the ear for what's out there now. But there are still some individuals that do stand out that make you, listen to them. Because like even with like some of the new R&B artists, my girl Ari Lennox, I love her voice. It's different, it's unique, and she stands out. So I like that.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to decipher from, the common to something that's rare and unique. So hopefully they'll figure it out.
I'm hoping that with the world basically getting smaller, just cause of internet and stuff like that, and platforms like Blast and everything, that more artists will actually get away from the record label stuff, because we all know what the record labels want.
That's true.
They want you to sound like someone that is sold. Yeah. And so we just keep hearing the same things over and over and over again. The good thing though, like we got artists that are on Blast that they're not mumble rappers. We have different type. Yamasani is one of the dopest rappers that is out there.
That's what I was gonna mention, bro.
Like, he doesn't sound like anything. Chris White, one of the dopest MCs that's out there. You know what I'm saying? And totally who's that? Demi Day?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Demi Day. She's one of the most prolific, man. If y'all just sit back and listen to these individualistic type rappers, you will still be bobbing your head, you still be grooving, but you're gonna still, learn what they're saying, and you're listening to actual lyricists, people. What you gotta say, dude?
Let me give you 30 seconds, man. And this is what the difference is to me right now than back then. What they call conscious rapping now is what we call rapping back in the day. Because we talked about the story, talked about the culture that we had going on, what was going on in our culture right then and there.
Right.
We don't get a lot of that right now. We don't get a lot of it. And those artists you just mentioned, that's what I'm talking about. That's what they come up with, the flow.
Yeah. I see that it's going to have to make some sort of a shift. Everything is cyclical, okay? Basically all of those, like tight clothes everyone was wearing back in the 60s and the 80s, because the 70s, they was baggy. In the 50s and 60s, they was tight. In the 80s, they were tight. 2000s, they were baggy. And everything tight again. It's all cyclical. You know what I'm saying? It is only so much that like one type of anything can take before it gets stale. Okay. And it's gonna have to take those individualistic artists to actually come out and take hip hop to the other level. Okay, because we all know ever since Lil' Kim, every female rapper has been trying to emulate Lil' Kim since Lil' Kim came out.
Exactly.
Every female rapper. I'm not saying that it's bad, but I'm saying though they know what the record labels want, because everyone has been trying to find that next Lil' Kim.
It's always the next
Brown, Lil' Kim, Foxy Brown, and then everyone else came after them, and they were basically all, looking the same, sounding the same, blah blah blah, right? We ain't mad at it. Do your thing, but we can see that it's the industry pushing that. You know what I'm saying? It's the industry pushing that. So with the industry letting artists, say things and about their own culture that is negative, and like they have no issues with that, but if you say things about another culture or another whatever, you're like basically going. They're basically saying, you can go out and perpetrate this with the people that are actually looking like you and actually buying your music, but you can't do it with anything else. And you cannot tell me even though, you know, I mean, I don't mind people using the N-word, but I'm saying to like me now though, I'm like, there's other things that you can say is not as creative because you're using something that has been used forever, and you cannot tell me that you cannot make a bomb ass rap without saying it because Eminem, who was one of the most, you know, high profile rappers that ever been, he never used that word once. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Jack Harlow, Beastie Boys, any of the white rappers never used it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We use it just because, you know, we think that it's cool and that's what people want to hear.
It rhymes with trigger.
Oh no. But yo, man, this right here was a good hour. Sorry that you know I had to dip out for about 10 minutes, but hey, I was back to like catch it and
when you gotta take a dump, you gotta take a dump.
Hey man, you got internet problems, bro, because it was storming like hell here today. So I don't know what happened where you are, Goose, but it was storming like hell. Yeah, my damn lights went out three times in 5 minutes. So
it wasn't that bad.
Yikes.
Yo, here it was. I didn't say yo. So yeah, man. You know, just sum up what hip hop means to you before we get up out of here.
Yeah, hip hop. It was kind of like my identity, you know, because that's how me and Rock met each other, was because of hip hop, and we formed our own group because of it. So it was real influential for me. I'm trying to think who I was big into at that time, but
bro, you know, we was like Foose Nickens, we was Das Effects, we was Snoop Dogg, it was 90s hip hop all the way, all day, every day.
Yeah. And loving it. Go ahead, Goose.
Goose, what are your thoughts, bro?
Goose. Oh shoot, hip hop, man, it was us, man. It was just us. I don't know how to put it. I don't have the words for it. It was us. That's how we grew up, and it told a story. It was our story. It gave us expression. It gave us a voice, and I hope that it continues for another 50 years.
Yeah. Shout out to all of those storytelling hip hoppers from back in the day. You know, Slick Rick. You know, Dana Dane was Cinderfella. You know, my man Ice Cube will tell a story on you in a minute. Once upon a time in the projects, yo. I mean, no, that right there.
And then I dropped my brew.
They was actually taking, you know, hip hop songs to another level and taking you on a journey with them. Shout out to them. You know, I would love. I don't even think that we have any of those now. You know, I would love to like hear some of those artists, you know, come up with their stories, because those like story raps are one of the best, you know, elements of hip hop from back in my day. Yes. So yeah, man, hip hop meant and means a lot to me. You know, I still love it. You know, it's just different now. You know, I mean, everything has to evolve, but it's still hip hop. I wish that they did bring back those other elements of it, though. You know, I'm still bring back the DJ, man. You can't take the DJs out of the hip hop group, man. You know what I'm saying? Yes, you just can't bring them back. Bring back cutting, scratching, and everything else. Bring back those elements. But yo, man, this has been a great show.
Indeed.
I want to thank everybody for like hopping on. Hey, y'all brought up some you know, great artists, some great conversational pieces. Appreciate y'all. 50 years of hip hop, y'all.
Yes,
two and a half years of On Blast. Hey, I don't know if like we're gonna do 50, but we may not be the ones here, but damn it, we're gonna try to make sure that we got some other people in this place.
Hey, if Don Cornelius can pass it on, so can we.
That's what I'm saying. Hey man, we never know, bro. The AI, we never know now.
Oh, snap.
I need the AI to eat a Twinkie.
We're gonna have nothing but a like Goots sitting up there with his head in a jar, just talking. And then
hot trash.
Yeah. All right,
Facts.
so what you always say, V? What's your
Hey, no matter where you go, no matter where you at, always remember to keep it
on
blast, baby. Boom. We appreciate y'all. Y'all be safe, and we'll see y'all next week.
Peace.
Peace.
Tired of hearing trash, put that shit on blast. You got what it takes, put that shit on blast. If fame on the way, put that shit on blast. Make that change today.